Hello there, welcome to the AS Maths Pure June 2023 paper. Here we're looking at question 10. The line L1 has equation y equals 3 over 5x plus 6. The line L2 is perpendicular to L1 and passes through the point 8, 0. Let's add that onto the diagram as shown in the sketch in figure 4. Show that an equation for line L2 is 5x plus 3y equals 40. Well, let's add some of this information to the diagram like I have already. L1 has that equation there. L2 is perpendicular to it. So that's going to help me get started because I now know that the gradient of L2 is flip the fraction, change the sign. So it's minus 5 over thirds x plus c. We know that L2 goes through the coordinate 8, 0. So let's substitute that in. That tells us the x-coordinate is 8 and the y-coordinate is 0. So y is 0 and the x-coordinate is 8. And we don't know what c is. Let's multiply those two together. We get minus 40 over 3 plus c. Move the 40 over 3 to the other side. And we now know the value of c is 40 over 3. So our equation is y equals minus 5 over 3x plus 40 over 3. To finish part A, we now need to just rearrange it into this form here. So we're going to multiply through by 3. And then we're going to add the 5x to the other side. So it becomes 5x plus 3y equals 40. And there we are, that's the answer to part A. Let's move on to part B. Given that L1 and L2 intersect at C and L1 crosses the x-axis at A, find the exact equation, so exact area of triangle ABC, giving your answer as fully simplified fraction in the form P over Q. So we know that this coordinate here is 8, 0. Let's try and work out these two other coordinates. For coordinate A, which looks the easier one to work out, it's going to be where the line 1 intersects the x-axis. Wherever you intersect in x-axis, you need to set your y part to be 0, because if we think about this as a coordinate, we definitely know the y part of this coordinate is 0. So let's take line 1 and replace y with 0. So it's going to be y equals 3 over 5x plus 6. Substitute y in for 0. Rearrange the 6 to the other side. Times by 5 and you get 30. Then divide by 3, you get minus 10. Okay, so minus 10 is our coordinate for A. The next thing we now need to do is to work out coordinate C. This is by equating our two lines. So one of our lines was 3 over 5x plus 6, and our other line was minus 5 over 3x plus 40 over 3. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all of these fractions. So if I've got a 5 on the bottom of this left one and 3 on the bottom of this right one, I'm going to times everything in my equation now by 15 to get rid of all of those fractions. So the 3 over 5, multiple of 5 will cancel out the 5, but then times it by the remaining 3 will give me a 9x. 6 times 15 on the calculator is 90. Minus 5 over thirds times 15 is minus 25x. And 40 over 3 times 15 is 200. Okay, let's now rearrange, add the 25x onto the other side, you get 34x equals, take away 90 onto the other side, you get 110. So x is equal to 110 divided by 34, and that simplifies to 55 over 17. What we're going to do now is we're going to substitute that into one of the equations. Let's substitute it into this one to work out its y-coordinates. So I'm going to do 3 over 5 times 55 over 17, add 6. So it's on my calculator at the moment, times 3 over 5, and then add the 6. and we get y is 135 over 17. So this coordinate over here, c, is 55 over 17, 135 over 17. So now we're going to work out the area of this triangle, and the area is half base times height. The base is going to be 18, the height is going to be this y value, and then it's going to be a half of that. So the area calculation is going to be a half times base times height, which is the y coordinate. So times 9. And the answer is 1215 over 17, excuse me. So there we are, that's the answer for question 10, and that's 8 marks in total. Let's now move on to question 11.